Hello everyone, Mr. Happy here, and welcome back to another part of my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play series. Oh man, has it been a while. So, I'm sure, actually I'm not just sure, I know a lot of you have been asking where this series went because I got a ton of questions after the Shiva hard mode. Hey, are you going to continue? When's the next episode going to be out? And I was like, I got an expansion launch to deal with, plus all the stuff before it, so... This is back, and you should have seen episode 70 be posted already. This should be 71, and I know there's a missing episode of, I think, Ramu hard mode somewhere that I have to find. In all honesty, it was just because I was playing the expansion, I was playing my main, been preparing for Alexander Savage, and these videos right now are part of my preparation for Alexander Savage. So... for the first week of Alexander Savage, I am going to be completely off the grid. I might stream 30 to 45 minutes a day at maximum, and that's not even 100% guaranteed depending on how progression ends up going. So for the first week, there may not be many videos on my YouTube channel. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to record a bunch of Healer Happy videos, post those every day for the duration of at least the first week of Savage. After that, I should go back. I should be able to go back and produce some content as per usual. Now, I actually lost the footage of my initial clear of the Steps of Faith on this character. I was looking for it for about an hour. I have no idea where it went. I found the footage right before it. I found the footage right after it. So it's either in a really odd location that I can't find through searching my hard drive, or it's just lost forever. So I know I recorded it, but just in case, I am going to record it again. I have already completed the 2.55 main scenario quests on this character, so it's really just a matter of doing it again. So, let's go over to my duty finder. I can't believe I'm leveling a third character, by the way. Like, at this point, you have to understand something. This is the third character I'm leveling to 60 that I could have just been leveling these roles to on my main character. I have debated going to my main character and just continuing the Let's Play series instead, so I could at least kill two birds with one stone, level it on my main character, and, you know, still be progressing, I guess, and still be showcasing the whole Let's Play thing. But I've got so much gil, I've got so many resources on that character, I've got armory bonus, I have everything. I'd rather do it on this character, stay authentic to the series, and just hope for the best. So Steps of Faith, I've gotten it in the trial roulette a lot since the expansion came out, and every time it's been a one-shot, so I don't think this will be that bad, but I'll do my best to explain the fight. It's been nerfed since its initial time coming out, and I know I did the post-nerf version on this character as well in the footage that I lost. It should be pretty easy for me to explain. This will be the final thing you have to do before you can enter Ishgard. So just to pick up from where we left off in the last part, this will be the final thing. And then I will show you where you will eventually pick up the quest to go into Ishgard. Now, Steps of Faith isn't the very last main story mission, it's just the last fight of the A Realm Reborn main story. So after that, you have a whole huge, like, at least 2 hours worth of cutscenes that you'll end up watching, or skipping, depending on what kind of player you are. It's pretty epic, and it sets the precedent for the entire expansion, so if you are somebody who loves story, I would not recommend skipping it, trust me. And then you'll come back to this location right here. This is actually where I handed in the final quest right here. I'm pretty sure at the very least. No, not right in this room. Actually, not right in this room. This was exactly where I was logged out, though. I have to remember where everything is. I don't remember how to play with a controller. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember at all how to play with a controller. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Alright, so how's everybody been doing? I can't believe I'm back doing this series so soon. I expected it to be until after Savage that I continued this series, but it just ended up playing out in such a way that I could do it before Savage came out. I'm gonna have plenty of time to render these videos at the very least. And the Steps of Faith. I have faith that this Duty Finder group will be victorious. Hopefully most of these people are in their trial roulette, so that it'll be relatively easy. And I know there's a ton of things this character hasn't finished. Leviathan Extreme, Mogomog Extreme, Ramu Extreme, Shiva Extreme. Pretty much all the old Extreme Primals. So I'll get to them eventually. I might get to them at like level 60 just to showcase them. Maybe like do an undersized party or something like that. But we'll see what ends up happening, because Ravana Hard Mode, Ravana Extreme, Bismarck Hard Mode, Bismarck Extreme, Singularity Reactor. There's a lot of things I have to show you in the coming areas, as well as some parts that are just going to be me going through some of the torturous areas. Alright, this is the Steps of Faith. So, the entire point of this instance, stop that dragon from getting all the way down to the other side of the bridge. That's just one of 3 wards you're seeing block it right there. So, like, all the way at the castle at the end. Now, there's a lot of mechanics here that can confuse new players, and considering all the viewing cutscenes we have, I'm going to assume we have quite a few new players. So we have 2 Berthas right here, and you can see 2 more in the back. There's going to be cannons that you're going to want to assign 2 players to not only kill the ads, but to deal some extra damage to the boss. So we're going to have to assign 2 people to the mechanic right here. We definitely, well, I know we have a first-timer bonus just based on all the cutscenes. Need 2 people on cannons and 1 on tower. I don't know why. Oh. And that, well, actually, that looked like a disconnect to me. If he had left, he would have, like, left. He might have disconnected in hopes that we'll kick him. But it's very common, actually, with the Steps of Faith that people just, leave. Even though it's really easy now, I see it so very often. Need volunteers. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody is saying anything. Alright, that's 1 on a cannon. Alright, that's 1. That's 1. If the other tank comes back, he can do cannon number 2, and I can get towers. Alright, so we're trying to set up the fight right now. We still have this AFK. I have a feeling that guy's not coming back. I have a pretty strong feeling that guy's not coming back. I'd be genuinely surprised. So, good start to the Steps of Faith so far. Watch, the one video I'm going to record of the Steps of Faith is going to be like the one run that I haven't had in ages where we struggle with it. All DPS focus. You can't be tanked. He can't be tanked. Just grab all the mobs and bring them between his front feet. Every DPS just full focus on the dragon. Cannon people will kill ads. Alright. So that should help. Our goal is to stop that Durgan from making it all the way to the end. Alright, yeah. I think we're gonna have to. I don't think this guy's coming back. I don't know. I didn't see if he had a disconnect symbol or anything. Alright, let's see. For offline. We gotta wait 5 minutes. I forgot we had to wait 5 minutes, so you got us for 5 minutes. Oh my goodness. If you watch him come back at like 4:59, I'd be like, crap, they couldn't vote kick me. And then he has to either just outright leave or something else. Hopefully he comes back. I mean, it's not a hard fight. With a lot of first-timers, it might be pretty rough, though. Also, I don't know if that guy was lagging or if I'm lagging. I just checked my internet connection before logging in, too. And it seemed okay. But I don't know if you guys saw that, but I saw that. I think that was my internet. It's felt like my internet's been kind of choking today, but every time I run my speed test while it seems like it's choking, it's doing all right. And I offered to do the tower. Make sure not to get stepped on. Safest place to be is right under him if you are DPSing. Just trying to give them some tips, because I know as a first-time DPS, like, it's really easy to just not pay attention and get stepped on. Or off on the sides. Away from his feet. Away from his feet. So in 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Well, at least it's a beautiful day outside. It's a beautiful day to kill a Durgan. He's a big dragon too, by the way. He's a really big dragon. Like they're all bored too. They're like, wee. Wee. We're dancing, we're having fun. See, we're all buddy buddy. Everyone here is friends. Is friends? Are friends? Really? Come on, Happy. I know you're tired and all, but come on. Alright, so 20 seconds. Let's do a countdown. Let's do the countdown starting at 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Boop. I said boop. I said boop. Okay, boop. Alright. Let's fill the slot. Let's find another tank. If we find a really good tank, we can just have him. Actually, I don't know. The tank that hasn't ever done this before should probably be the one on the cannons. But it's also good. What the heck was that? Oh, that's my water bottle snapping. Yep. There we go. Okay, so. Want cannon. Dark. I've done this on my Dark Knight a few times. I almost always take the cannon. Because, okay, so here's the thing. He's a Dark Knight, so he knows this fight because he's beaten it before. He's finished the main story in the past. Both cannons, and I'll do towers. Positions, and let's go. Positions, and let's go. Go to the towers. Go to your cannons, I mean. Okay, there we go. Alright, so here we go. Start of the fight. This dragon's just going to start inching forward. If you're a healer, no reason you can't just cleric stance and throw out some dots here at the beginning. Any bit of damage helps. So I prefer standing directly under him, regardless of whether I'm healing or not. I don't have... Okay. Yeah, that's why I mentioned, if you die, just return. If you die, just return. That's another thing. So if you die on this fight... Oh, my goodness. I am... What the hell was that? Alright, I am having some serious internet issues. I was suspicious about it the whole time. I'm confident we'll be okay, though. Don't res, just return. Yeah, it's way better. So if you die on this fight, you actually don't have to wait for a res. You can just wait for the boss to... You can just wait for... you don't have to wait for anything. You just wait till it says, do you want to return? And then you do that instead. Bring the adds to his front legs if you can. That's another thing. As a tank, you want to bring him to his front legs. Alright. Now, the reason you want it for his front legs is for the cannons. Now, I know it's really hard to see, so I'm actually going to step out to the side. So, see how the people on the cannons are just constantly firing at the adds right here? They're the only DPS that should ever have to be on the adds. Everyone else should very, very easily be able to just full-time DPS the boss. Now, if you have a stray ad like that, it may not work out that way, because I know it's really, really hard to see right now. But that's usually how it ends up working out. Because once all the ads are dead, it's pretty much just full DPS. Now, he's going to walk towards the ward and attempt to destroy it. So during this point, you could just full DPS him. I'll eventually have to move up, but for now, what we're doing is working fine. Oh my goodness. Why, internet? Why do you do this now? I have no internet issues for like the whole week. Nothing. Okay, he's gonna miss the cannon most likely. I'm gonna run forward for the cannon now. Let's see. What are my... I don't even remember. The thing is, I don't remember my buttons. So... I'm just going to run forward to the next cannon for the time being until he gets back, and then I'll let him take care of the cannon. Really, you don't need 2 healers and you don't need 2 tanks for this encounter. I don't remember which command is which for, alright, so that's the slow... Okay, so that's the slow field. I'm just getting... Okay, take the cannon, take the cannon. I got you. I got you. I don't remember where any of my buttons are, so I apologize ahead of time. Oh my goodness. So, you'll notice that he does this breath attack right here. All this does is destroy the cannons. It'll also deal damage to you if you're standing in it, and it'll probably kill you if you're standing in it. When a cannon dies, it actually explodes, so, and deals damage to the people who are standing next to it. Now, after the first ward, so we're between the first and second ward right here, there's going to be a tower on the right side as you're looking towards the castle. And at the top, oh, that's not good. At the top of the tower is this dragon killer. Now, you notice when I'm standing near it, there's that circle down there. You want to wait till his front legs are just about to pass it right about now. Hit the dragon killer, and it's going to deal a massive chunk of his health as damage. You'll get a little message, a hit. The monster felt that one by the fury. I think it does about 12% of his max health in damage. So it's definitely good if you're, you know, oh goodness. Yeah, this is why the ads need to be tanked over towards the front. It can sometimes be really infuriating to try and get the ads tanked by his front side. It's just, sometimes it just is. Okay, so we're gonna have to AoE these ads down. I think they actually might disappear before the next set. And I know that these NPCs are helping as well, but I'm just gonna throw out a few holies. And it doesn't help that I'm constantly disconnected. I don't know why all of a sudden my internet is just throttling so much. I feel like that's only an issue when I record on Healer Happy. So we have the boss down to... What is it, 50%? Yeah, we have him down to 50%. We've still got 2 more towers. We've got a lot more cannons. I'm getting some DPS on him now. Next cannons. On the... Alright. There's going to be snares. I got to explain the snare setup. So I might just run ahead just to explain it. I should probably ask the Dark Knight to just do both of them, because I don't know if the other DPS knows about it yet. And also another thing with tanks in here, it's really annoying. The NPCs, all these NPCs you're seeing, half the time they pull aggro and make it extra infuriating to be a tank, because they just lose aggro to the NPCs. The NPCs pull aggro for some reason really fast. Can I knock this thing forward? No. I'm just helping DPS at this point. Alright, so I'm going to have to probably help with this. Alright, so on the next set, when he starts... Alright, when he does a giant rectangle AoE, press the snare next to your cannon. I'm going to watch and make sure they do it. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm just going to hope they do it right. You're going to see it in a second here. Hopefully they do it right. If not, the tank can sprint over and do both of them. I usually do one and then climb the tower whenever I'm in the duty finder. Snare. Next to your cannon. They're not reading chat. Oh, there goes the Dark Knight. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it? He made it. He made it. He made it. And I lagged and almost missed the Dragon Killer. Woo! Close one. Close one. Close one. Now, if you have really good DPS, and this will happen sometimes in the trial roulette, none of this will even be an issue. It'd be great if this wasn't lagging. Alright, so now we can just full DPS the boss. Why can't I target him? There we go. Yeah, see, he's already at sub 20%. We could just probably full-time DPS him at this point. Yeah, apologies for the lag. I mean, it's not like I planned for there to be lag, and his ass is in our face. Just go full deeps. Alright, we're good. This will be a clear. See, this, if it used to be in such a way that this would have been nowhere near a clear. Like, before they nerfed it, all these things we're doing wouldn't have been a clear. Watching that Dark Knight run over to the other snare, oh my goodness. It was even more nerve-wracking because I was lagging, so I couldn't see if he was actually, if he had actually made it or not. I thought he didn't make it because I saw the AoE disappear. Alright, we're good. We're just gonna LB and it'll be over. Pretty much. Good job. A lot of first-timers, and we still managed to do it pretty flawlessly. Now, another thing, if you make it this far in the Duty Finder, you see those barrels up ahead? Those barrels, we're not going to make it to them. They actually explode and deal a bunch of damage to all of the dragons that are near it. So, if you bring all the ads close to those barrels and they explode, then it'll pretty much kill all the ads for you. Why is this, like, all the way off the edge? I want to give this to the Dark Knight for that hero move that he pulled right there at the end. I didn't even get any EXP because it wasn't for my trial roulette. And the Dark Knight is just out. I'm going to run all the way to the end instead of going the short way. But overall, yeah, it's pretty simple. You just stop the dragon from making it to the end. If you have really good DPS, you can ignore all the mechanics. People on the cannons AoE down the mobs. And I probably should reset my internet. I should probably reset my internet because it is definitely acting up. So after you beat the Steps of Faith, after you have the people on the cannons, the people go up the tower, you hit the dragon, you'll eventually do a bunch of main story missions. You'll go through a little bit more Korthus. You'll go to Ul'dah. Again, there's like an hour to 2 hours worth of cutscenes you'll watch after the Steps of Faith have been beaten. Eventually, you'll finish the main story, and you'll come to this point. This is the intercessory. Now, this information might be useful to anyone if you quit after 2.55. This is where the Heavensward quests actually begin. Coming to Ishgard. It's going to be funny because I'm probably going to have to call this video Steps of Faith plus going to Ishgard or something like that. So, as per usual, I haven't forgotten we skip all the cutscenes in this series because we want to save, you know, we want to make sure there's no spoilers for anyone watching this who may not have reached this far yet. There's more people that do that than I had initially anticipated. You know, that was actually something that was highly appreciated by a lot of people. Also, all these quests that I have, man. See all those quests on the right-hand side? I gotta make sure that those quests don't... Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna get rid of them. Maybe I'll use them, because a lot of people were asking me if I'm going to use Astrologian on this character. I already leveled Astrologian on my main. I really don't want to level it again. I'll probably just level White Mage. I'll probably just stick to White Mage on this character. Who is that man in black? That's for another quest, another primal fight I haven't done. Coming to Ishgard, I should probably keep. I'm just trying to get rid of all these side quests for, like, dungeons that I never got around to. The King Lives is no big deal. That's the quest to unlock Extreme Moggle. It's like... I could have just gone and handed it in, but whatever. Alright. Oh, and I walked right past the quest for coming to Ishgard. And now we are going to take our first step into the expansion. Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. Now, just to be clear, it's Heavensward like going towards something. Like, I am going towards the heavens. I'm going Heavensward. Unfortunately, it doesn't help that there's Heavensward. And that's a real thing in this game, like a ward of the heavens. So, just so we're clear, I don't care which one you say. Just, it's Heavensward, all right? It's Heavensward. I try to put some emphasis on the A, so it's like, you know, even if it just sounds like I'm saying it fast. But it's Heavensward. I'm going towards the heavens. It's Heavensward. We're going towards the heavens. All right, and welcome to Ishgard. Very bleak place. I'm surprised nobody has noticed I'm playing my Behemoth character right now. And all of a sudden, it seems like I'm not disconnecting anymore. Man, Behemoth does not have nearly as many people in Ishgard as Gilgamesh does. That's all I really have to say. I guess everybody's probably at Idleshire. And it is 2 in the afternoon on a Friday. I'm always surprised. I always used to record these at times where it's like, are you really that surprised there aren't a lot of people on 2 p.m. on a Friday? Like, I understand it's the summer. And a lot of people have off on summers, you know, the college students and whatnot. But come on, man. Seriously? I don't already anticipate that there's probably not going to be as many people on. Hey, someone's recruiting right now. For new and returning players, apparently. All right, so this is Ishgard. You guys will get a rough idea of what it's like in here. As I go around and grab the ether shards. I don't understand these ether shard name yet. The ether shards names yet. So, If you see me teleporting to the wrong place on occasion, don't worry. Real quickly, this is the Machinist Guild right here. If you're looking for it on the map, this is where you will go to unlock it. You have to do a few main story missions before you can unlock it. And apologies because I'm having a hard... There we go. So right here on the thing, right here, the Sky Steel Manufactory. And yes, this Ether Shard does actually teleport here. So you have to finish a couple of main story missions in Ishgard first, but this is where you'll eventually come to unlock it. And I'll make sure to show you where to unlock... Oh my goodness, that was definitely lag. Holy moly, I pressed sprint, it took like 2 seconds to activate. Yeah. You'll eventually come back there. We have to finish a few main story missions first. I should have probably checked my internet before coming to Ishgard, shouldn't I? Maybe. I haven't disconnected yet, but I definitely need to either change the channel I'm on for... I'll try doing that first. I don't think I need a hard restart on my router. I think I can just change the internet channel that I'm on. Thankfully, I have that option with my router. Alright, honestly, I didn't even know the market board was there. I've never used the market board here. I still go back to Limsolominsa to use the market board. Just because Limsolominsa, it's literally 2 steps away from the Aetheryte. And I hate Limsolominsa, to be honest. It's so close. It's the shortest run. And we all know about MMO players and optimizations. Alright, so let's just go up here real quick to get to the next mission. And then I'll probably cut the video, fix my internet, and then come back for another part. Which zone do I want to go to first? We're going to have a few options of where to go from this point on. I should probably also off camera definitely do some trial roulettes and whatnot, because this character is flat level 50, no experience points, and I'm very, very afraid that I'm going to get stuck at a certain level, and that level would require me to do a lot of Moogle quests. And you don't want me to do Moogle quests. I'll probably do the Moogle quest just so you guys can watch me suffer and rage, because I'm sure that will be entertaining. I just call the video, I hate Moogles. I think that'll be adequate. So these first quests right here really just show you around Ishgard. Nothing too fancy. That's what this entire introductory quest... It's this introductory quest to show you around Ishgard that allows you to unlock the, you know, Astrologian and Machinist eventually. So I'm basically going to be following this guy around, and I might as well get this Ethernet shard. This is the only one I like. This and like 2 other ones are the only ones I remember by name. I remember the Forgotten Knight, the Sky Steel Manufactory, the Astrologian Guild. It's got a different name, and the Last Vigil. I can never remember the other ones. All right, no lag spikes. We're good. Okay, let me get this quest out of the way. And in case you're wondering about the Dark Knight Guild, there's no guild for it. I just have to show you where you unlock it. Oh, man. It is hot as hell in here, too. Definitely doesn't help. Because when I'm recording, I don't know if you guys were able to hear it back when I was doing the old series, because I don't even know if I had it installed yet. But I had an air conditioner. And the air conditioner was really... Oh, that's a lag spike. Yeah, you saw that? It's really, really loud. So I keep it turned off for these recordings. Oh my goodness. The massive lag spikes. I knew it felt like something was wrong with my internet earlier. Like I was watching some LCS and some EVO 2015 while I was recording, or while I was setting up to record, and I noticed that it kept dropping my quality, and I'm like, that's not good. That shouldn't be happening. But then I changed it and it didn't drop my quality at all for quite some time. So I thought, oh, maybe it was just a small little hiccup. It happens. Apparently I was wrong. Alright, so we need to go to the Aetheryte Plaza. Luckily, I also know the name of how to get to the Aetheryte Plaza. Hopefully you guys enjoy these videos while I'm off doing Alexander Savage. Hopefully you guys are rooting for me too. For those of you who don't know, I like to participate in the World First Race. I have some top 10 rankings on some content, but I love rushing down content. It's weird that that's how I enjoy content. I enjoy burning it to the ground. But the thing is, I eventually accept, or no, I mean, I accept that that's my play style, and that doesn't mean there's no content. That's the hardest thing about being somebody who literally your entire purpose is to beat the content as fast as possible. I do that with every game I approach, though. Which is really why Destiny left me with such a sour taste, because I thought I was working towards this grand goal of, like, participating in, like, the world first race for the vault, and then I totally just ended up not giving a crap about it. And to boot, it wasn't satisfying. Like, the journey to the max level wasn't satisfying, and I'm a big thing about that with RPGs. I love the journey to max level. Even through the grinding, even through the occasional, like, the quests that you just don't care about, it's still, I love that sense of progression of leveling up a character. It's probably why Final Fantasy X was one of my favorite Final Fantasies, because so much of it was just that sphere grid, and to me it was just a super satisfying way of progressing through the main story. If you ever, by the way, I've seen so many people get lost doing this quest. When it asks you to go to Fortemps Manor, whenever it asks you to go there, because sometimes you'll click it on the map and you'll then go and it'll be like, okay, where is it on the map? I don't see it marked on the map. Just teleport to the last vigil, walk into the door on the left, or well, let me see which way it lands me. So yeah, just then immediately go to the left. You'll see the House Fortemps guard right here. Talk to him. Go inside Fortemps Manor. That's where it's asking you to go. I got lost here for like a good 5-6 minutes when I first started the expansion. I was just like, Alright, I think it's gonna let me hand in a quest. Yes, I think it's gonna let me hand in a quest, and then I think I can unlock the guilds after this. Now, what item level is my stuff, I should ask? I-120. So, one thing you're gonna notice is you're gonna probably start replacing your gear pretty quick if you were somebody who just did the main story. That's another one of the changes they've made. They gave the main story gear, I think, up to item level 110 before A Realm Reborn. Now, luckily, I have some I-120 stuff, some I-110 stuff, you know, a mix of different things. And so, this gear isn't all too useful to me, but they will give you gear to replace your previous gear as you go through the main story, just as they had all the way up to patch 3.0. So I don't need to take this. I have an I-120 headpiece. And here we go. Now, this is where I am going to call a break on this video. Let me go fix my internet, and I'll start recording the next part. I'll show you guys where the 3 guilds are in Ishgard. I'm going to pick one of these zones and include it in the title of the next video. And we'll continue on with this Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play series. Hopefully you enjoy 7 days straight of it at the very least. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next part. And until then, take care.